can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through, 'cause I feel.
Greetings, comrades. This is Hyperkin and Caleb back with sort of a special unboxing video. It's not just gonna be an unboxing video, but this is going to be an installation video. And it's a pretty simple installation for a console that's pretty much dear to my heart, the Nintendo 64. Yeah, I still have my old purple Nintendo 64 from ages ago. I remember buying it like early 2000 and stuff. And yeah, I played a lot of it back in the day. Played a lot of GoldenEye, Star Fox 64, and StarCraft, and Mario Kart on that, so I'm definitely showing my age. What's also showing its age is this bad boy. This is the Nintendo 64 controller. Rather divisive controller. You can see there's some sort of scratch on here. I'm not sure where that came from, but yeah. It's been a long time since I held this controller, man. It feels so tiny in my hands now. But yeah, as you can see, it's a pretty interesting shape for controller. You have like 3 handles. I guess this way if you want to play like first-person shooters, which there were a few, like Doom, GoldenEye as I mentioned, Perfect Dark, among others. And as you could put it like that, and I'm not sure how 12-year-old me could have reached these with my tiny hands back in the day. But yeah, this is the Nintendo 64 controller. As you can see, the joystick, yeah, it has seen better days. You can see it's really loose, and I'm not even sure it's responsive now because it's such an old controller. But yeah, I figured it's time to replace these. I have my other Nintendo 64 controller, which yeah, it's down here. This is the standard gray controller. This is one that came with the original Nintendo 64. And yeah, this one, the stick's not as wobbly, but I figured I'd get that fixed too. And yeah, if you haven't figured it out, I'm replacing the joysticks on these things. And that's where good buddies at Hyperkin come in. Now, I have a few of their controllers, their Xbox controllers. They're pretty good, except for the Duke. And I have the Retron 5 and Retron 3, solid emulation consoles, even though the Retron 5's controller sucks. I think we can all agree on that. But they also make other accessories for, you know, old and new controllers. And this is what I've had on my wishes for quite a while now. And I figured it's time to jump on it. Plus I had some Amazon points, so I figured I might as well. So I got 2 for the price of 1. These are Hyperkin Hall Effect joysticks for the Nintendo 64 controller. As you see, themed on the GameCube thumbstick, which is, you know, pretty big thumbstick and really responsive, whereas this is like 8 directions, plus you can see it again, it wears out pretty easily. This, not so much. You can see the shaft, stop giggling, the shaft is much thicker than the Nintendo 64 joystick, and the thumb pad or whatever, a little bit wider. And still 8 directions, but again, it's a proper joystick. It's also Hall Effect, which means it's much less likely to develop stick drift. The Hall Effect sensors enjoy unparalleled accuracy and drift-free durability with our Hall Effect sensor technology. Hyperkin, in collaboration with Parabox, can't say I heard of them. Yeah, compatible with all NUS 005 Nintendo 64 controllers. Gaming style stick for a more comfortable competitive edge. And solder-free installation. That's a big thing about these joysticks. You don't need soldering or anything like that. All you do is just take out the original joystick, unplug it, and you plug the new one in and screw that in. And yeah, I'm actually doing an installation on this controller. I'll do the other one later on. That'll be a separate thing. But yeah, our module is designed for a quick and easy installation process. Of course, no soldering. Just scan the QR code in this packaging for installation instructions. Yeah, I have another one right here. Now, if you watched Rockstar Productions, he made a video a few months back about a replacement Nintendo 64 joystick, but that one's made by Retrobit, but it's the same thing, Hall Effect technology, though that joystick's a little bit wider than this one, and this one's pretty wide. So I figured, you know, they didn't have those, so let's get these from Hyperkin instead, which they'll get the job done. Either way, it's going to replace this shoddy joystick that this has. So, I mentioned this as an installation video, so I'm going to zoom this out. I don't mind my laptop power supply there. And that's where my little iFixit screwdriver set comes in. And I believe this uses, yeah, this uses Phillips head screws, as you can see here. There's 7 on the base, plus you can barely see them. There's 2 more smaller ones in the memory card slot there. So I don't know if this will be able to reach in there, but we'll find out. So yeah, this is something I've never done a video like this before, an installation video. I'm not going to be testing it. I will like post in the description if it works. But anyway, let me see what kind of a screw I'm going to use. Definitely Phillips, of course, but I'm going to need kind of a small one. This should work. This is the 2.6. Yeah, this should work. But yeah, it's a pretty simple installation. All you have to do is, oh yeah, definitely gotta. This, just a heads up, this controller has never been taken apart before, so these screws are a little stiff. Yeah, you hear that little snap, but they're coming off easily. I don't think they broke anything. But if it does, I'll just buy a controller from my local game stores and use that. Then we're gonna need thorough cleaning, which, yeah, I might clean this because this hasn't been used in like 20 plus years. Ever since we switched to the GameCube and the PS2 and Xbox, pretty much the 6th generation consoles, the Nintendo 64 was pretty much gathering dust. But yeah, I played a lot of the Nintendo 64 back in the day. You know, we didn't have that many games for it when it came out. We rented Super Mario 64 a lot. We had Star Fox 64, which came with the Rumble Pack, which I need to clean out. There's a bit of corrosion on the battery terminals because the battery's been there for so long. And then we played a lot of GoldenEye, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, Turok. Y'all remember Turok? Yeah, it's on Steam and the other consoles now. It's part of the trilogy. Still need to get the collection on Switch. But yeah, and big thing, Doom 64. You know, my dad and I played that a lot. Miss you, Dad. Let's see, these are about, these are a little bit smaller, so I'm gonna need a smaller bit here. 2.2. By the way, if you hear a doorbell later, I ordered some pizza for me and the nephew. He's been in a pizza mood lately, and yeah. No, wait, is it? No, it's not working. Maybe give this another go. Because those are smaller. So I don't know. Okay, there we go. Oh, those look small. I figured I'd use the smaller head, but no. Okay, it's loose, but it's not completely out. This is a time where I get my headlamp, but I forgot where I put it. So, yeah. But yeah, David rented a lot of games from like Blockbuster and Hastings. So I think I'm stripping the screw actually. How can I get that one up, but not this one? And one game I really remember playing a lot of, Battle Tanks. I'm not even on the screw, fuck. Okay. Let's get up a little. Okay. Because try a bigger bit, even though it's a smaller screw. For some reason it's just not getting a grip on it. Okay, here we go. Yeah, get a bigger bit for a smaller screw. Makes total sense. But yeah, anyway, I rented a ton of games in the Nintendo 64 back in the day. If you want to tell me that Battle Tanks, I remember that, the sequel Global Assault. I remember running the Army Men games from 3DO. Y'all remember those games? Man, those are kind of crappy, but hey. Let's see, did I get all the screws here? I got the handles. Yeah. The screws are loose, but they're not out. But yeah, remember running Jet Force Gemini? Oh man. And Perfect Dark, I remember running that a lot, and then eventually getting it for my birthday after the 6th grade. Oh man. Shame won't be seeing that reboot anytime soon. And that is the pizza. As I mentioned. You can hear the door. Anyway, see if we can do this without getting a prize pool. Oh! That was easy. Man, that's a lot of... Man, it's pretty... Anyway. But yeah, Nintendo 64, great console for its time. It's a shame, it doesn't get much love these days. Mainly because of the controller. The controller, you either love it or you hate it. There's really no between. At the time, I liked it. Yeah, it's showing me taking out this. And yeah, this is a simple box. You get your Hyperkin sticker, of course. You got the little thank you card. And here is the module itself. Just pop this out. You can see, no soldering. All it is a little 6-pin connector. All you gotta do is first take the Z button out here. Just gotta... I think it just pops out. Yeah, it just pops out here. And yeah, there's a lot of gunk and stuff in there. But anyway, let me get my tweezers real quick. On my other kit somewhere. Yeah, this iFixit kit here, yeah, it's a great set of screwdrivers and stuff, but it doesn't come with any tweezers. Where did I put my other? I think I have it. It's on my desk. I usually put it on my desk. I did move some stuff around, so I was ordering this stuff. No, I think I'll have to use this. Because it's such a small connection. Yeah, okay. Yeah, these little tweezers. Yeah, no, not very ideal, but just gotta be extra careful. Well, yeah, all you do is just unplug the... Let me just do it by hand. Don't know where my tweezers went. Just gotta be careful again. It's such an old drawer. There we go. And all we do is just unscrew these things here. This doesn't... Yeah, just those 3 screws. And one thing I forgot, the lid doubles as a separator for the screws, which I probably should have made use of this. So these are for the memory card slot, and these are for the controller itself. Yeah, I'm surprised we still have a Nintendo 64, because again, there are a lot of fun games on it. Yeah, this show definitely needs clean. See all that gunk there? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be cleaning this. But yeah, I'll just cut off all that stuff and then... Yeah, there's some right here too. Anyway. Yeah, some of the games that... Obviously, Doom 64, yeah. Remember playing Super Mario, so never beat it. Never really played it that much, honestly. I hope that changes that one of these days. I definitely played a lot of Star Fox 64. Way back when. Man, those are some good times. Remember that came with the Rumble? I remember, y'all remember that sometimes you get Nintendo Power, you get that little VHS tape that's actually an advertisement for Star Fox 64, and it talks about the Rumble pack that comes with it and all the features that game has. Got a low amount of the game. I still have the game. And yeah, it still works like a charm. A lot of dust in there. But yeah, here's the old thumbstick module, all wobbly and stuff. And here's a new one, not wobbly, and of course, a bit more solid fit. It definitely feels more solid than the other connections. So we just pop that on here. And the connection, let's see. Okay, I need to make sure I put it in the right way. Okay, so the pin's on the top, so this goes this way. And like I said, I'll put in the description later on how this works and feels. You know, let's screw it in first. That'd be easier. Yeah, definitely before I put this controller completely back together, I'm gonna clean the gunk out of the shell here. I believe one of those tips that iFixit kit helps magnetize the screw. I didn't even look it up. But yeah, I know there are other Nintendo 64 controller kits. I know 8BitDo sells like a full like replacement kit for the insides. It only has a Hall Effect joystick, but it also, I believe it adds digital buttons for all the short buttons and stuff, as well as a special module that makes the controller wireless. You can only use it wirelessly on the Nintendo 64, but you can also use it wirelessly on the other stuff, like other modern things. That's pretty cool. Okay, I should have paid attention to what... Okay, let me look at the... As I hit the camera. Looks like it goes... See, you can't even see it. Okay, so... Okay, so... I believe it goes because the connection points up here, so I have to put it in this way. I just hope I don't break this controller, because that would really suck. I say that as I take the, yeah, this definitely needs a cleaning. Isn't that? Yeah, it should be how it goes. Again, it's a small connection. There we go. Alright, that's in. We'll pop this back over. Wait, where's the blue pad for the C button? Must have popped off. Oh, there it is. It just fell on the floor. Back in. Yeah, definitely gonna be clean as control. But before we do, let's take a look. Yeah, just I'll put that on. Yeah, it doesn't look so much better. Yeah, and it actually feels like a proper joystick. Oh man. This is going to make playing on the Nintendo 64 fun again. Anyway, I'm going to go get some pizza, and I'm going to start cleaning the hell out of this controller. And when I find some time, I'll install the other joystick module in the other controller. So yeah, that's a sort of unboxing, but mainly an installation video of the new Hall Effect module from Hyperkin for the Nintendo 64 controller. So anyway, this is Gaming Caleb signing out. Have a good day.
Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls, cause I'm not in the mood. But then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all, if you're patient and soon. It can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never real.